3, 2, and go. Hey, I hit that perfect. What's up, Spears? How's it going? Just getting started here. Looks like we're good. Just waiting for first pitch. I'm actually early. Pretty rare occurrence, right? I know, rare, super rare. We haven't even missed a pitch. Look at us go. Yeah. Yeah, on time. What's up, Sean? I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Early Rob TV. What's up, Space? You know how we do it. I've never been late. What's up, Laura? Typical vibes, early as possible. I'm early one time. No delays. You know how we get down. I was watching the clock. I was ready for this. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're quite well on this rather cold Sunday morning where I'm at. But I don't really care. I don't got to work today. Happy St. Patrick's Day to the Irish, I guess. I'm not Irish, believe it or not. Oh yeah, I was born ready. Yep. I don't think I have actually any Irish in me, and if I do, it's a very small amount. That's strike one from Kenta Maeda. It'll be let me go over the lineup real quick. Kauser, Norby, Westberg, Kerstad, McKenna, Stowers, Nevin, Maitan, some Tigers, and Hanley. Pitching will be Teheran. I am not wearing green. No, you're right. Tigers winning this game by 20. These are probably two of the best teams in spring training, by the way. 1 and 2 on a strike. Because the Orioles are 17 and 5, and the Tigers are 15 and 8. So genuinely, these might be two of the top teams in spring training going head to head. Again, part of the reason these two teams do well in spring training is they have fairly good starters. The Orioles way better starters, but the Tigers have a very good farm system right now, as do the Orioles. So it's kind of like you have two of the top farm systems going head to head, really, in the second half of games. Oh, are you guys split squad today? Oh, I didn't even notice that. In play, out. So the first, so they, it was 2-2 count, and it gets taken for an out. He grounds out, one away. But yeah, I'm actually not Irish. I'm predominantly, I think I'm German, typically, more specifically Dutch. I think a little bit Welsh, Native American, and Czech. I hope Baez gets traded, or I hope he doesn't make the team. I hope they just kind of cut him. I mean, it is what it is. He's not very good. Yeah, I don't think he's had a good enough spring to make the team. Like, he's hitting fucking 45. It says 17 and 5, record wise. 0 and 2. What's up, Vincenzo? How you doing? Yeah, the Irish are out in full force today, being crazy. Crazy bastards. 1 and 2. The Irish are very few of the Europeans I respect, especially the Northern Irish. Those people rule. They said, fuck your kingdom. We're taking over it. And they took over a whole part of a land, and now they're just their own thing. 2 and 2. They were so badass, they got a piece of history called the Troubles. That's how you know you're a problem and a force to be reckoned with, when you have a whole chunk of history in British history called the Troubles. 2 and 2. Looks like he fouled another pitch away. 2 and 2. It'll remain. Yep. They went from a terrorist organization to a legitimate state government. Max Coverage TV is not covered. Oh, really? It's weird, Spears. And Corby lines out sharply to the second baseman. Keith makes the play. 2 away. Now up is Westberg. Good start for Maeda. Yep, the Irish are pretty cool. The ones who, aren't cucks to the Brits. Tehran, yeah. Am I saying that right? Tehran. It's kind of that's a tricky last name. I guess it's not on Yes TV. That's what I was gonna ask. I thought it was all on Yes. 1-1. You guys Space DM'd me the other day, and he sent me a picture of his SpongeBob costume he got for his birthday. I was like, dude, aren't you a little old for that? He's like, yeah, but dude, SpongeBob's my goat. And I was like, ugh. And Westbrook swings at a pitch way out of the zone. It's a 1-2. Oh, that's the worst, Sean. Very sorry to hear. 2-2. That's what. See, he's even defending it now. He said he's about to pull up on to school wearing that shit. I was like, dude, don't wear it to school. You're gonna get made fun of. He's like, dude, you just don't get bitches like me. I'm like, all right. Valley does all right. They put on a lot of games. I like it. May be kind of like low tier and kind of shitty in like the way it looks and everything. But I will give Bally the credit in that they played like 60 games last year. It's just like, yeah, that's actually pretty impressive. The amount of games they actually put out. Only 4 hours? That's not bad. It's commercial break, so we'll see the Tigers up next. They'll go up against Tehran. I think that's how you say that. Meadows, Green, and Torkelson. Meadows, Green, Torkelson, then Canna, Keith, Baez, McKinstry, Ibanez, and Kelly. I hate when the weather changes, dude. My nose always fucks up. It's like clockwork. And now that it's super cold again today, my nose is all stuffed up. I'm like, God damn it. He's from Colombia. Well, I figured he's not American. Tehran isn't exactly a great last name. Or not a great last name. Iran. Oh, the H is silent. You could have just said the H was silent, and I'd been like, oh, so it's Tehran. Stupid fucking silent letters. You gotta be kidding me. You guys thought I was lying about that shit being a real problem. A last name spelled Theheran is Tehran. See that? Oh yeah, cool. Fucking silent letters. That's fun. No, the NFL can't do that. The NFL has very, very strict contracts with Fox, ESPN, NBC, Amazon, and that's about it. I think CBS too, if I didn't say them. What's up, Daniel? Make sure you guys drop some likes to help the stream out. Maybe get some people in here. It's a nice thing to do. It's the American thing to do. Don't want to be a filthy communist, do you? Letting China win with no likes. Chinese people, they don't leave likes. Every like you don't leave in China, you get a social credit point. That's crazy, isn't it? That one you should doubt. That one I just made up so people would drop a like. What's up, Spider? Whenever I say stuff for likes, you gotta always doubt the validity. I'm gonna go blow my nose real fast. Tigers are up to bat. Damn, I hate this kind of weather. I hate weather changing. I was surprised, Dave, that the NFL let the streaming services get a piece of the pie. Yeah, Amazon has a lot of money. So, oh damn, Meadows flew out right away, and Green's down 1-2. I appreciate you, Laura. Yeah, Sean learned a hilarious fact about Mozart last night that I'm surprised not many people know about because it's very funny. All right, 2-2. And that'll be strike 3. No, I think he was from New York and then his family moved to Vegas. You're Hamon? Nice, Laura. I actually went to school with the kid who's Hamon. Yeah, Poyer went to Miami. Kind of a surprise move. 0-1. Called strike. Here's Torkelson. Hopefully he can get a hold of something. Kind of having a quiet spring. Hit a ball. He's hitting the ball hard. It's just, it's just kind of picking up in intensity as spring's going on. Something to worry about? Probably not. More than likely, everything will be A-okay. Ah, damn it. And he grounds out softly to the pitcher. That's not good. 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles. We'll see Kjerstad, McKenna, and Stowers due up next. Stowers 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Orioles here in the top of the second. No score, no hits. That was a pretty quick first inning. Top of the second in just a minute. They're like during the season? Probably not. Nothing too crazy. Hey, we're up at 9 likes already. I appreciate that, everyone. Good looking out. Yeah, he's like I said, he's starting to hit the ball more and like with more authority as it's ticking up. But it's been it was quiet for a while. Well, I think we're going to draft a quarterback this year. I kind of don't see them not doing that. It's kind of a major position of need. I don't think you can go into a season with Jacoby Brissett and Bailey Zappi and be like, all right, we're good to go. That's how you get fired in the very next offseason. Hey, double digits. Still can't believe talking football, the fight for the starting. Oh, there's no starting battle in Pittsburgh, apparently. Yep. About 11 days. 10 days if you don't count today for my team. Oh, he's going to start. I think all expectations are, unless, Fields just blows him away in camp, Fields is going to sit and learn for a year. Well, I mean, ideally, he's in the best spot under Mike Tomlin in a very good organization that's done a pretty good job with I mean, they did good with Big Ben, but good receivers. I don't know. It's a good spot for Fields to go and sit. Strike 1 to Kjerstad. Maeda back to work. But yeah, I think Fields knows he's the backup. I think Wilson knows he's the starter. Nothing too complicated. Man, that 2021 class was supposed to be something good. And I said the only good quarterbacks are Lawrence and maybe Mac Jones because he's very pro-ready. I feel like I hit a complete home run in that evaluation. Remember, Vincenzo, you were here around those times. Do you remember how many people I fought with about the 2021 class? About how it's 2 quarterbacks. It's literally Trevor Lawrence and maybe Mac Jones. He's the most pro-ready guy. He can start immediately. Kjerstad grounds out to the first baseman. 1 away. Now up is McKenna. Bills are set at a lot of stop. Dude, I was fighting for my life. I said all of 2022 sucked. I was right about that. Except for, I guess, old buddy at the back. And I said 2023 was an interesting class. I was off on Stroud. I couldn't figure out Stroud. No idea about Anthony Richardson. I was out on everyone else though. Yeah, Texans made themselves way better. I have to agree. They're my favorite to win the AFC South at this point. Has he been bad, Sean? Oh, he's hitting terribly. 0-2 on McKenna. One away here in the top of the second. Yeah, I have a pretty good QB evaluating ability. I really like this class, though. The one that's coming in. I think it's one of the best classes we've seen in a very long time. Was Lamar, Baker, and Josh Allen all in the same class? 0-2. Or was one of them a year off? Especially like certain position groups. I tend to nail it. I appreciate that, Vincenzo. Anyway, 0-2. It's one of my things. I feel like I understand quarterback good. 2-0. Probably 49ers. He's a good defensive outfielder that can play all three spots, but no bad at all. Fair enough. And you guys probably have pretty good outfielders that can also hit now. Tigers in second place. I'm guessing they're right behind the team we're playing right now, the Orioles. And so my guess that it was the Tigers and Orioles are the two best teams in their spring training thing. I was probably dead on with that then, eh? Yeah, Vincenzo, it's a generational draft. Like Caleb is obviously the crown jewel. Actually, I think it's Marv, then Joe Walt, then Caleb. But he's like the crown jewel of quarterbacks. He's probably as good as Andrew Luck was. God damn it. Stowers just hit a home run. In play runs. It's 1-0 Orioles. That's what I thought, Toda. Tigers looking pretty good. They're pitching extremely well. Their depth looks amazing. Things are looking sharp. I'm thinking we fixed Flaherty, too. Yeah. It's going to be a good draft. I think a lot of teams are getting new quarterbacks, which we desperately needed. Fifth? Yeah, it says 5 on the screen. So, yeah, it was number 5 for him. Yeah, we got to get rid of Baez. I think Leonard that had this he had a great spring. I think he might be the guy we need to give a shot. 1-1. I just cut Baez. I'm fucking done with him. You think Caleb's going to be a bust? Yeah, maybe, but a lot of people said that about Andrew Luck too, and that guy was about as good as advertised. 2-1. It's going to be really hard to be a bust with the talent he's going to have around him too. Swift in the backfield, Cole Kmet. He's got Keenan Allen. He's got DJ Moore. That's going to be really good. Not to mention the Bears could also grab another topper. They're going to draft a tackle, but with that 9 pick, they could take another top flight receiver too. So watch out for the Bears. They could really be a good team if Caleb's actually a decent quarterback. Cole Keith is projected to already be the starting second baseman. He's already it's independent of Baez. So for Cole Keith, it doesn't really matter. He's the second baseman. He's had a very good spring. I thought Allen was going to be a bust too, Spears, but that was after his first 2 years when I thought he wasn't interested in fixing his garbage throwing mechanics, and he was just running off of having a very good arm and being athletic. I genuinely was like, well, this guy's not going to fix anything. I really like Josh Allen in my head, I was like, all right, he's got all the talent, but the problem with this dude is he has no interest in becoming a good baseball or a good football player. And then he did. And I was like, well, I guess I was wrong about that. And now he's good. Mine was my evaluation of him was strictly off performance based. I don't really judge rookies like that. You know, it's like he could be a bust. He could be really good. Um, I don't know. Just maybe try to trade him if no one wants him. Just fucking cut him. Fuck it. I don't know. Let someone else play him while we pay him. At some point, you just got to cut the dead weight. Yeah, the Rangers hit on Langford. He looks like he's going to be real good. Yeah, I know who Langford is. The Tigers almost drafted him. Baez draining money. I was done with him after last season. Yeah, I don't. Baez is lucky. He's the only contract worth the fuck on this team, so it doesn't really matter. Kind of Vincenzo, but Josh literally like threw from this weird angle. He didn't set his feet when he threw the ball. At least with Marino, he'd set his feet. He could throw the ball from flat platforms. Zach Wilson's problems are exactly the same problems Josh Allen had early on, but Josh Allen actually fixed his issues, where Zach Allen just doubled down. Canna takes a second strike, 0-2. Bryce Young, you can't call a quarterback a bust after year one. You're doing the same thing, Spears, that we did to Josh Allen. Think about that. The thing you were just like, everyone said Josh Allen was a bust. Bryce Young is a bust. It's like, yeah, but Josh Allen was on a very bad Bills team. Like Bryce Young is on a very bad Panthers team. 1-2. Gotta remember, your team hasn't been good for a very long time, Spears. Just short 5 years ago, you guys were drafting in the top 5 annually. What, 6 years ago now? Sorry. You were in a position to draft Josh Allen. Strike McKenna goes down. He didn't even move the bat. He just took 3 strikes. 1, 2, 3. All right, now up is Keith. What's up, Tony? Yeah, but I mean, even Mitch had a pretty good rookie season. I mean, he was clearly lifted by the by the Bears defense, but yeah, you could kind of tell he wasn't that good. Colt Keith. Oh, Colt Keith has a base hit. First hit of the game for the Tigers. So Colt Keith on like the first pitch of the at bat gets a base hit. How you doing, Tony? I think there are some advanced statistics that show if Bryce Young had better receivers, he might have actually been a good quarterback this year, or at least a halfway decent one. 1 sec. There's a statistic that shows that Bryce Young was the most accurate quarterback, passing at like 80% accuracy ratings at like, it was like 15 yards down the field when his receiver got open. Bryce Young was like the most accurate quarterback in the entire NFL. It's like a statistic like that, but like his receivers never got open because he had like Adam Thielen and DJ Chark. DJ Chark would get open, he'd hit it to DJ Chark, and that would work. But I think Chark got injured. 1-2. The issue with Bryce is his receiving core was literally hot dog shit. Again, I think he's actually going to work in the NFL. All miracles aside, the fact that he's tiny, he can survive the hits. So I don't care about that anymore. I don't know. The numbers kind of indicate get him a burner or two, and this kid can maybe cook. Hey, look at that. Another hit for the Tigers. Javier Baez with a hit. My brother bought me his jersey. Oh, no. Mitch. Yeah, anybody want a Trubisky jersey? I'd save it just in case you ever run into him so he'd sign it. And you could ask him to sign Kiss and Titties on it so you could sell the jersey for a lot more. Mitch, Kiss and Titties Trubisky. Yeah, they both get off day. All right, now up is, hey, look at that. Baez has a base hit into the left field. Look at Javi, man. Hitting 100 now. Look at him. And you guys doubted my man Javier Baez for a minute. I knew he had it in him. I knew he had 2 hits in spring training. That's a solid 2 for 20, folks. 1-1. We'll see with David Tepper. He had a bad start, right? Like, he's been kind of a clown the first couple years here, but you got to give him a little. I'm giving him a little bit of a mulligan, a little bit of a break, before I'm too harsh about it. Because again, yeah, he's made some bad moves, but like after realizing he's made a bunch of stupid decisions, he's kind of spent this offseason correcting those moves. And again, he's not getting he should have did it last year, but at least now he's actually doing the things he should have done. Like, hey, dude, maybe you should have traded Brian Burns. Yeah, I should have did that. I fucked up. Now I'm doing it, right? Like, again, he fucked up, but he is also correcting like all of the mistakes he's already made. So it kind of seems like he might even be listening to football minds around him, which is, again, he's like a 2-year-old owner. He thought, and again, he's like a business fucking savant. He's like a prodigy in the business world. So to him, he goes in there. He's like, I can just do all these things, and it's going to work like everything I've ever done works. So you know what I mean? Like, you could see where a guy who became a billionaire because of the way his mind works and the way he can make decisions would think, oh, I could just go in here and steamroll this. Not really thinking like, maybe I should delegate it to some guys who know this shit better than me. And now that I think he's doing that, you can see the Panthers actually making good decisions here in this free. Oh, hell yeah. I think we just loaded up the bases. McKinstry gets a hit. Hell yeah. I think the bases are loaded with 1 out. Yeah, him throwing stuff at the fans was a bad look. That was stupid. Really? That is kind of weird, Sean. They must just be getting a day off. Well, they have a day off tomorrow. A couple days off isn't bad. He singled on a fly ball to the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Cowser, I think, just misplayed a ball really bad, Sean, and got rewarded with no error. Because it looks like he misplayed a fly ball. That should be an auto error for a big leaguer, by the way. If you misjudge a fly ball, that should legitimately just be an error. It should be like, yeah, dude, you know what? You should have caught that. Colton Cowser. They didn't give him an error, though. It was a fly ball to the left fielder. And everybody only advanced a single base, which means that bitch was up in the air. No one would even thought it wasn't going to be caught, because if they didn't, they'd have scored 2 runs on that probably. Baez can run. Strike 1 to Ibanez. Or at least Baez would be standing at third. God damn it. I think he popped out. Ibanez, oh no, he grounded into a double play. The Tigers, oh boy, it's midseason time. Tigers are ready to go. Load the bases up, 1 out, and immediately hits into a double play. The Tigers special. Well, you guys got lucky, Sean. This team hates the bases loaded. All right, it'll be Maton. Who the hell's the catcher? Maton, Hanley, and Cowser. Maton, Hanley, and Cowser. Top of the third, we'll see Maeda go back to work. 1-0, Orioles lead. I think Harry Carpenter's set to be the DH when he's ready to go. He probably just misplayed it, misseen it. It's preseason, not a big deal. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. Helps the stream out, get some people in here. It's a cool thing to do. Maybe, but then what do we do with like Harry Carpenter? Oh, we have 14 likes. I appreciate you guys. You guys are too kind. While I do like the JD thing, I wouldn't mind that, but it's like, well, what do we do with? Do we cut Canna? What's up, JJ? When we brought him in for defensive, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like we want Carey to consistently play. and he's a liability in the outfield. He sucks at it. So we want Carey DHing. So what do we? Well, you know, I don't know if the best move for this team. Fuck, man, I really hate saying that. I wish Carey could field the baseball. Like, it'd just be like, damn, this would be so much easier if he could be a corner outfielder. We'd be set in the outfield. We'd literally be like, well, we got our outfield for a few years until Max Clark's ready to go. Which Jace Young and Max Clark seem like Jace Young might be ready to go this year, by the way. Based on what I'd seen yesterday in that breakout game, he's probably going to be up this year. He's set to play today. He's going to play in this game. He earned another game. And I think Hinch said he might stay with the big league club the rest of spring. Because again, he looks extremely pro ready, and if he's anything like his brother Josh Young, you know, from the Rangers, a very good player. He's good. He's a quick. Josh Young developed very quickly through the minors as well. So, and that's Max Clark, Detroit River Master, Vincenzo. Young was great here in Grand Rapids. I watched him a lot. Dude, he's gonna be so good. And I believe he's a third baseman, correct? Which is probably why the Tigers are like, we'll just run Gio Urshela at third base until he's ready to go, and then we'll get rid of Gio, and we got Jace Young. That's probably why they've done nothing about third base. They're like, listen, fuck it. We just got to wait for Jace to be ready, and we're set for 10 years at the hot spot. 2-2 to the leadoff hitter, and they get Maton down on strikes. We know how to pitch to him. Now up is Handley. Love to see the Orioles go with Rutch, McCann, OM, Mountie, Gunner, Holiday, Mayo, Santander, Mullins, Hayes, Kauser, Westberg, goers as their 13 positions for opening day. Yeah, for the Tigers, I'd have to really think about it. Hanley grounds out, but I guess I'd want to see Rogers, Torkelson, Colt Keith. I'd rather see Leonard at shortstop, but I guess Baez for just easy purposes. Third base, Gio Urshela. Outfield, I guess some combo of Mark Canha, Parker Meadows, Riley Green, Kerry Carpenter, McKinstry on the team, of course. Maybe one more position player, like a backup catcher. But other than that, I don't really think we need anybody else. I think we should invest very heavily in pitchers. God damn it, Kauser got another hit. Oh, wait, I'm getting him mixed up with Stowers. Kauser gets a base hit. Oh, he doubles. Shit. That's a 2-out double for Cowers. I think the Tigers should run 14 pitchers. We might need to. Phillies is your call. Boy, oh boy. I don't really like what the Astros did this offseason. I think I'm going to go with the Dodgers, man. If they stay healthy, that's a terrifying baseball team. I know that's boring, but like, I think that the couple additions they made this offseason are lethal. Especially that pitcher. If he can stay healthy, Jesus Christ. I think he's like a dark horse Cy Young candidate for the NL. Oh, as like a 40-year anniversary, or what was this, 50-year anniversary of 40, right? Yeah. Of the 84 team. That'd be kind of fucking baller, dude. Yeah, it's just I think that normally I wouldn't say the Dodgers. I don't think I've ever predicted the Dodgers to win the World Series, but I really think that that's quite a team this year. Usually, I just don't. I think they choke, but I think a couple things that they did, I'm like, ooh, those are good moves. And I think this will be the last year we see the Dodgers dominate too. I think Kershaw, is he still on the team? Yeah, I think the addition of Shohei and that other Korean pitcher or Japanese pitcher, I don't remember where he's from. And I can't remember his name cleanly. Hey, we got a strikeout. Good job. They get Norby swinging. We strand the 2-out double. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Orioles holding on to a 1-0 lead. Hold on, I got to pause this shit. It'll be Carson Kelly, Meadows, and Green. Carson Kelly, Meadows, and Green. I also want Andy Ibanez to make the team as a backup. 300 million to roster. Yeah, yeah, Toto. Normally they can't. Again, I agree, but yeah, we'll see. Austin Riley hit a home run against Tyler Wells. Nice. Yamamoto. Okay, it was Yamamoto. So he's Japanese. I think they put 300 million into. Yeah. Bradish comes back by midseason in Baltimore, trades for Luzardo. Could be. It's a very good rotation. I'm not trying to sound like a homer, but I think if the Tigers rotation stays healthy, I think that we're going to have that title this year. I think the combination of Skubal, Mize, Manning, Flaherty, and Maeda, Skubal, Mize, potentially Reese Olson, Maeda, and Flaherty. I think we could steal that shit. I think the Tigers are going to be a very shockingly good pitching team this year. I don't think people are quite ready for what we're about to unleash. But yeah, for like intents and purposes, yeah, that could be the best one if you guys get healthy. I would really like to see that because I feel like the Tigers and the Orioles have a very similar building style. The Tigers definitely mirrored what you guys did over the years. I heard that. I heard that after his outing, the fact that he's throwing in the hundreds and he's got that high drop off, that the Tigers are considering reverting or changing him to a closer now, like a bullpen guy. And I think Jackson even's like fully into it. Because again, dude, if you like develop and you see that you're hitting 102 miles an hour and you can control it the way he can, you know the one thing you should be thinking about? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a closer. I don't want to start pitching no more. I'm gonna blow my fucking elbow out doing that. What do you want to do? I'm a close. It would be really cool, Sean. Oh yeah, Elias is from Houston, isn't he? I keep forgetting about that. Like, why are our teams built so? Oh yeah, that's why. The same guy built the teams, basically. Two guys who think about baseball almost the exact same are building the two teams. Two and two for Kelly, the 9-hitter. Tigers trail by a run here still. Because I think Hinch was the GM, wasn't he? I won't swear to that, but I thought he was. 2 and 2. And Carson Kelly pops out. 1 away. He just needs maybe 30 great pitches. I would be a closer over a starter. Just the feeling you must have stepping in the 9th inning with everything going nuts for you. No, I know he was the manager, but wasn't he also the general manager or like the GM too? You can do more than one role. He's kind of Detroit's de facto GM. Hell, he interviewed for the job. They're thinking about just making him the GM. They're like, fuck it, just make him both. Give him a little pay bump. Who cares? 1-0. Lula. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. 2-0. Vincenzo, while I agree, a lot of guys can't handle that, and some guys can't pitch without it. It's a very odd dichotomy. Some people can't close. The pressure is way too much on them. Because you'll see it, right? You'll see a guy who dominates the 7th and 8th inning as like this unhittable wall of nerve, right? And then you'll see him pitch in the 9th inning and he'll immediately blow a save. It's just... it's like, what the fuck happened? It's like, oh, I don't even know. I shit my pants a little bit. Everyone's trying so fucking hard. It's getting warmer for me too. Today's kind of a dip back into the cold though, which sucks. Parker Meadows walks. So 1 out walk. Here's Riley Green. Tigers trail by 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's been kind of on and off snowing here all day, Toda. Dick Meidel is a 2nd year under Elias in Baltimore, who's also in... Okay. Again, that's probably why the two teams feel very similarly built. Even the Tigers drafting Max Clark is like, oh boy, that's like a fucking Orioles player. Sean, are you a little sad you guys didn't get Max Clark? Who's like the final boss of all of your guys' prospects put together? You can admit that you're a little sad. Hey, Parker Meadows stole a pitch on a pitch out. Or stole a base on a pitch out. Good shit. You can admit that you're a little sad you didn't get Max Clark. It's okay. Because if you combine like Jackson Holiday, he's a center fielder. But like if you combine Holiday, Adley, all the other guys who kind of look like the same guy, into one, you basically just make Max Clark. Hell yeah, it looks like Riley Green just tied the game at 1 with a base hit. Yep, RBI single, 1-1 game. All right. Time for Torque to hit a bomb. Riley Green's hitting 400 this spring with a 1,019 OPS. Sheesh. He's my MVP dark horse candidate. If the Tigers are good, Riley Green may win MVP. I think that's like a real reality. Or Torkelson, but you know his dumbass is going to hit 270. Probably about 40 home runs though. I think Bradfield. Fair enough. Yeah, Enrique Bradfield. Just look up Max Clark, Sean, and you'll have a very good laugh at what I just said. And you'll see why I'm making the joke I'm making. Just, do you know what he looks like? He's even like a guy with like incredible pop for the like how big he is. It's just like, what the fuck? You guys would have drafted him if you had the opportunity. Like, you'll take one look at him and tell me you wouldn't have. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Plus, he's also just an extremely talented young baseball player. 2-2. Good take. It almost hits him. I'm like, yeah, good thing he didn't swing at that. I'd have swung at that shit on the show. I would hope Detroit would have a bad year this year to get Jackson's brother in the 25 draft. Nope. Tigers are a playoff team this year, unfortunately. And Torkelson goes down swinging. Here comes Canna. Those days are over for my Tigers, Sean. If the Tigers stay healthy, like Toda said, this is a playoff team. I think the pitching is far too good, and I think the hitting is... I think we've seen in the second half of last year that this team can actually play when healthy. They're developing all together at the same time. You've seen Torkelson take that huge step forward to become an actual power hitter. You've seen Riley Green, when he was healthy, hitting the shit out of the ball for very high average, getting on all the time, walking a lot. I think those two guys are the key for this offense. And if they play like they did from like July onward to end the season, I think that's a very good baseball team ahead of us. I think so. I really think this team's right on the cusp of being a pretty good baseball team. It's a very young team. You have to remember that. Tigers are incredibly young outside of like Baez and like Mark Canna and Andrew Chafin. I think if you took out like 4 guys from this team, they might be one of the youngest teams in baseball. I mean, they're young. I mean, hell yeah. Look at that. Mark Cannon hits a double. And you're starting to see guys hit the ball a little bit more this spring, too, which is big. All right, Colt Keith, we need you to come up big here. Are you talking about Ethan Holiday? What position does he play? He's probably going to be a fucking Kansas City Royal with the way the draft's going to work. Because now it's like a lottery system. Shortstop. Figures. Wasn't Matt Holiday an outfielder too? It's crazy that none of his kids play outfield. Or am I thinking, was he a third baseman? Why do I remember his dad playing center field? Two and one. I'm trying to think. I apologize. That was outfield. Yeah, I thought that. It's weird that both his kids are infielders. Don't they both play shortstop too? 3 and 1. I mean, I get it. Shortstop's like the best position to play. Not too crazy. Gonna be tough though to be better than Jackson. Projections only take you so far. 3-2 count on a swing and strike. So it's 3-2 now. 2 on, 2 out. Colt Keith needs a big hit now. Can he pick it up? Base hit would feed families. Would expose the fraudulent Orioles. Can they do it? Tigers have a run this inning. God damn it, the Orioles escape. And that'll be an out. We'll end the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth of a 1-1 game. Colt Keith flies out to the left fielder. And we'll head to the top of the fourth. It'll be Westberg, Kjerstad, and McKenna. Westberg, Kjerstad, and McKenna due up here in the top of the fourth. 1-1. Yeah, I seen a couple training videos. I'm like, Jesus, dude. Well, good for them. They had a pretty good start to getting into pro baseball. Not to mention, just who they are. But yeah, it looks like a pretty nice compound. I wonder if Matt's ever going to open it up to other people. Or if it's like just for his family. Or do they let other people come through? Like other like top prospects and people like that? Because it's like it looks state of the art. So I'm like wondering, do they let everyone come through? Like that's like cool? Or like, is it like one of them things where it's like, if you're friends with the Holidays, you get to use their cool shit? I went to a kid in high school that had like a facility at his house and he only let his friends come use it. And I was like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, why wouldn't you let the whole team come use that shit? Be like him and his 2 buddies do like training there, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you idiot? Okay, they're opening it up a little bit. Okay, you got to be careful with stuff like that. It's cool though. I do think things like that are good for baseball, but it sucks that it's just the Orioles players. It's just like I'm sure once the Holiday kids get a little bit more prominent and a little bit more into the major leagues and stuff like that, then they'll Probably start doing like youth camps there. Because again, it's good PR. It seems like the Holidays want to become like a brand in baseball. Again, they're good people. They've always been good to the game. Matt Holliday was a good guy. Um, his kids seem like really good kids. And once Ethan's all grown up and ready to go, yeah, open it up. Make it a training facility for some of the 15 AU kids. One and two. Yeah, Matt seems to know what he's doing. As you pointing out, you want to see him get into coaching. It seems like he knows what he's up to. 1 and 2 here on Westbrook. No, it probably doesn't hurt that Matt Holliday probably married a former college athlete and has those genetics flowing, plus his pro baseball genetics going into those kids. Able to learn second base from a player who played with his dad. That's pretty cool. Oh, he's converting to second base. Probably smart, dude. The Orioles have like a million goddamn shortstops. They really, that's probably the smartest thing they could do is move him over to second. Probably not ideal for him. He probably doesn't like it, but I mean, you guys legitimately like, what do you have, like 4 very good shortstops on your roster? Like disgustingly good shortstops. Yeah, I was gonna say you literally have like Gunnar Henderson. It's like one of just them unfortunate things where it's like, God damn, why do we have so many shortstops? What happened? Yeah, that's probably the right move. 2 and 2. That's a formidable up the. Nothing's getting up the middle on you guys now. Did he make the team yet, Holiday? Is that like an official thing? Because there's still a little while to go, but are they going to make his ass wait until the very end of the spring training to find out? 2-2. And they get Kerstad swinging. That's 2 away here in the top of the 4th. 1-1 game. Now up is McKenna. Mountcastle was drafted as a fucking, yeah, dude. That's the Orioles are like shortstop, new position. Honestly, though, if you know anything about baseball and you kind of understand like how positions work, if you want to get an infielder, like the best thing you could probably go do is draft a shortstop. Other than catcher, it's like, I need a second baseman. I'm going to draft a shortstop and make him a second baseman. I'm going to draft a shortstop and make him a third baseman. I'm going to draft a shortstop, make him a first baseman. You want to know why you kind of do that? Pretty much at the high school level, your shortstop is probably the best player on the team. He's probably the best athlete on the team. He's probably again, just the best hitter, the best overall player. Again, he's probably the captain of the team. He probably leads the team. He could probably play any position he wants because of the athletic ability he possesses. Shortstop's kind of like this like secret position where like it's like if you want outfielders, just draft all center fielders. No, dude, as much as I played corner outfield, if I wanted to build an outfield, I'd draft 3 center fielders and see which ones could play the corner and which one's going to play the middle, probably the fastest one, and go from there. If I was scouting for college, I'd just scout all high school center fielders. I mean, do you want the fastest, best outfielder? Yeah, of course you do. Again, unless you find like those rare exceptions where like you just have this monster first baseman. I bet a lot of top prospects start as shortstops. It's just one of them. It feels like again, you run into those rare guys, but like you notice how a lot of top outfielding prospects are center fielders. A lot of guys are shortstops, but they don't play shortstop. 0-2. You know, Elias said at the beginning of spring training that Jackson has a very strong shot at making the opening day roster. It sounds like he's making it, especially if he's playing second. Then I bet you there's an obscene number of shortstops that are drafted out of high school every year and center fielders and catcher. Well, catcher, you know, that's a catcher is like the only exception. And sometimes first baseman, when you see like one of them 6'5" guys playing first base, it's like, yeah, he's the exception. Is building Mullins has Cower all center field capability. Mountcastle, Jackson, Gunner, Westberg all drafted as shortstops. Yeah, see, I know what I'm talking about. You guys are crazy if you don't think I know baseball. I know this game passionately to the point where I understand how to build a baseball team. Like very, very like that's why I like what the Tigers are doing. They're drafting the right positions and then pushing them to other spots on the field. They're drafting middle infielders and pushing them around the field. That's literally how you build a baseball team. It's like the little known fact about scouting. It's like, why would you go get a guy who can only play third base or only play second? Why would you not go get the shortstop who can play all three of those positions and probably first and then see what he does best at the major league level? Boom, you just made a superstar player. Because again, he's got the glove of a shortstop playing second. The brain of a shortstop, usually again, outside of the catcher, probably the second smartest guy in the infield. What's up, Chris? How's it going, my friend? And the center fielder is just normally your best outfielder. So normally, to me, the best player on the team is usually like in center field. Yeah, the catcher is the leader of a team. That's a truth in baseball. God damn it, you guys just hit a home run. I think that's a 2-run shot too. It was. Stowers just hit his second homer of the day. This one a 2-run shot, making it 3-1 Orioles, his 6th of the spring. Your family ate breakfast without you? Oh no, Chris, why'd they eat breakfast without you? Yeah, the catcher is generally supposed to be the leader. Yeah, fucking Stowers, dude. I feel like he does this to us all the time. All he does is mash on Tigers pitching. It's fucking bullshit. Damn, Chris. What'd you sleep in? Like, I slept till 1 o'clock. I don't know why they ate food without me. I'm sorry that happened, man. I'm a little annoyed. We were at home waiting to be picked up because I had to do schoolwork. They said they'd pick me up. Oh, damn. They just didn't come get you? Damn, they hold you straight out. I'm sorry, man. That's kind of shitty. 2-2. God damn. I wonder what happened. I wonder if there was some weird miscommunication. You and your sister, because my parents are going to my sister's house in Sacramento. Nice. It'll be fun, Laura. A little nice day to yourself. And Tyler Nevin strikes out. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Orioles get 2 across, making it a 3-1 game. We'll see Baez, McKinstry, and Ibanez. Baez, McKinstry, Ibanez. Goddamn, that's tough to say. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1. We're sorry that happened, Chris. What dicks? No, you can keep them, dude. They're pretty good. You guys can fix them. I believe in you. Just you and your sister left in the house? Well, you know, it's not too bad, Laura. You're all right. You're a big kid. You may even be a grown adult. I don't know. I don't really ask people their ages. I think that's rude. You got this. Damn, police were called to Tyreek Hill's house in January over a domestic dispute. Holy shit. Yeah, this Tyreek Hill is getting crazier. Anyway, bottom of the fourth, 3-1. Seems like it's going to end in a disaster. Who would have thought, though? Never seen it coming with Tyreek Hill. Good guy. At your school page, I needed to access kept error error, I guess, so I didn't get anything done, and I just waited a lot more. Oh, fun. Sounds like you just had a bad morning, Chris. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, me too, Sean. They're clearly not going to make your guys' roster. Hopefully everything gets better as the day progresses, Chris. Oh yeah, there you go. Maybe there we go. That's a way to start things out. If not, you can always just make it. It's not really hard. You'd be surprised if you look it up on Google. Pretty easy to make. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Kenny. Oh no. Oh. They're just gonna be released. Damn. That's pretty rough. They'd probably take the option though. Go get better down in your guy. Bias struck out. 108. Here's McKinn Street. Happy St. Patty's Day though, Kenny. No. The bottom of the fourth, 108. Tigers trail by 2. It's 3-1 Orioles. That's a called strike 1 to McKinn Street. Everyone having a good day? Just kind of chilling. It's like dog shit weather for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm assuming a lot of people are like, well, I was going to go do stuff, but it's freezing. Possibly. But I think sticking with a team like the Orioles, if you're Maton or Nevin, would be idea because they could probably fix a lot of the offensive issues you have. But yeah, someone may claim him, but you know. And McKinstry goes down on strikes. That'll be the second out of the inning. Now up is Ibanez. Damn, everybody but Meadows, Keith, Ibanez, and Kelly have struck out today. Yeah, so you guys may be just done with Nevin. Maton, I could see you guys trying to see it take an option. He needs a little bit of work. He just literally can't hit stuff that isn't a fastball, and that's like one of them things you wonder if a team like you guys can't kind of fix or like get right for him. Could also just be he can't hit, you know, non fastballs. But man, if you pitch that kid a fastball, he's going to hit it a mile. All right, that'll be the third out of the inning as Ibanez flies out. At least he didn't strike out. I have to pause that. It'll be Maton. Speak of the devil. Maton, Handley, and Cowser. Maton, Handley, and Cowser. 8, 9, and 1 due up here for the Orioles. Top of the fifth, 3-1. Anyway, commercial break here as we go to the top of the fifth. 3-1. Damn, it's already 2 o'clock. You guys Let me see. I'm trying to think of something. Not really got anything. I know they just got this guy, Project or Burdick, back on waivers from Chicago, and he can hit a huge hole. Yeah, I mean the Orioles could fix him again, like you said, fix a huge hole in problems and blah blah. Maybe I don't know. You guys want to see something funny? The name of this superhero is called Richard Rider. Very funny fact. His name is genuinely Richard Rider. You know what that means his name is? Oh, let me see if somebody's got the damn it. See, nobody's really paying attention to the hilarity of the fact that his name is Dick Rider. Yeah, University makes a shot at the buzzer. Dan Brown season. Sheesh. Let's go Yale. Beating them other nerds out. Maton's into hit. Called strike one. Maeda still on the mound here in the top of the fifth. Manchester 4, Liverpool 3. Nice. They actually scoring some goals. What's up, Keith? Keith, I really want them to. I'd rather just take the L and pay the guy. Just fucking get away from the team. Call up Leonard back. Or call Leonard back up and just have him go. He was doing good. Fuck it. 1 and 2. At this point, it's like, dude, if he's gonna hit like this, we can't have that. We won't. We'll lose again. And I don't want to be a bad team anymore. Like this team is so close, like sitting on this cusp of being like a competitive, good little team that could contend for one of these wild card spots. But we have this stupid ass albatross at this point hanging around our neck, and it's like, oh, just get rid of it. Just take the L. Yeah, they are, Jared. High and inside fastball, and they'll strike this guy out. I know he hits fastballs, or maybe like throw a changeup in high and inside. Hopefully, Jimmy G do bad for the Rams. Oh, he's just gonna be a backup. No reason to hate on him. 2 and 2 or 3 and 2. Sorry. Inside. Nope. He throws it kind of across the plate, but low. Fouls it away. 3-2. Oh shit. I remember last year when the Tigers went off against Spencer Strider, and the only time we played him, I think the Tigers beat the ever living shit out of that guy. We chased him in what, like 4 innings? We like single handedly almost ruined his season. He had like a historic ERA heading into that game, and the Tigers were like, now it's like 2-3. I think that was like one of Miggy's like last extra base hits was against Spencer Strider. It was fucking hilarious. Literally, I think he had one bad start last year, and it was against like the Detroit Tigers, and it was one of my favorite moments last year because I was like, man, we're about to get no hit, and we chased this dude in like inning 3. Anyway, Maton goes down on strikes. It was the proudest I've ever been of this team in about a decade. No, at least 6 years though. I can't stand Javi. Like I feel bad, but something must be wrong since he cannot lay off low outside sliders. Yeah. Yeah, Javi can literally go back to hitting like 270 and like play like he did in Chicago or like toward the end with the Mets. It's like, dude, can you just do that? You know it. It's like it's in there, but there's something broken him. I don't know what's wrong, like you said. He just seems broken. I think the Orioles did too. Yeah, it's like weird. He has like 4 bad starts last year. They were horrible. Anyway, 1 away after Maton. They might be pulling Maeda. Handley, the hitter. Yeah, if we could get Javi to go back to old form, we definitely are a playoff team next year. Spencer Strider, I don't get. Like, his pitching is good, but it seems like he just throws a fastball with insane movement. Jason Foley's coming in to pitch, I figured. Is that like his thing? Because like he just throws hard with a lot of good movement on it. And again, I'm not trying to insult the guy. I just like his pitches don't seem like that jaw dropping. They're good, but it's not like it's like, man, he can consistently just throw this fastball that dances. I mean, his breaking ball doesn't really blow me away. It's tight, it works good, but like, is it like a location expert with good speed? Because that's deadly. And again, a good little life on it. You have to write a media release. Those aren't too bad. 1 and 2. Fouls the ball away. What do you think it is with Strider, Sean? Or anybody? Two and two. Bum, bum, bum. Did you guys know? I don't have any cool facts. I already shared my Mozart one. I'll learn some new facts and let you guys know soon. I guess I got another one. Do you know that pee used to be used as like face moisturizer? The fun fact. By a lot of different cultures simultaneously. Very funny. PP was a was a chief ingredient in a lot of stuff. You command your fastball with good movement. That's all you need to look at Moyer late in his career. Couldn't throw over 80. Yeah, and you can kind of look at Greg Maddux, who could just literally hit corners all night long. And he's one of the greatest pitchers of all time with what, mid-90 fastball. Maddux couldn't throw hard either, but the problem with Greg Maddux was he could literally go, you see the corners here? You go boom, 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 boom. And that's so fucking hard to hit. Like, he can figure out what spot of the plate you struggle with and go, all right, I'm going to throw it right there. Right on the edge of it being a strike. And what he did was he'd find out in the first batter of the game what the zones were, right? So he'd pitch like right here and see if he gets a strike. And then pitch again and see if he gets a strike a little bit closer. And then see where the absolute edge of the strike zone is, establish it, and then just destroy you from that point on. It was pure genius what he was able to do with control. Greg Maddux may be one of the greatest pitchers of all time, literally just because it's like, yeah, I just throw wherever I feel like it. And understanding like pitching theory to like crazy level on how it works. Yeah, Maddux is the ultimate version of I just can throw it wherever I want. Doesn't he have like an 80 pitch perfect game? Or not perfect game, no complete game? I believe he holds the record for that with like the least amount of pitches thrown in his complete games. I think it's like a consistent thing. He never went over like it's rare to see him go over 100. And this was in the era when they were allowed to throw like 400 pitches in a start. They didn't give a shit. They're like, pitch as long as you want. We don't care. Throw as many balls as you need. And you have guys like Maddux who are like, I need about 80 pitches tonight. I think we can get through this quick. Because again, he'd throw strikes so guys would swing at the ball, but it'd be like he'd study where guys couldn't hit the ball, right? Or like he'd understand that like for a righty, the way that they swing, their swing isn't really naturally good for a lefty. Or to pitch low. So like, you know, if you're pitching to a righty, you know, a good spot to throw right-handed hitters, low and inside, low and inside, low and inside. For righties, high and inside, or for lefties, high and inside. So like you can kind of understand there are these kind of like cheat zones for either handedness a hitter where like just like the naturalness of the way their swing works, it doesn't like work. Like swing right-handed, you have that disadvantage because your swing, if you have to golf it down, you're breaking your wrist down. You're kind of swinging bad. You're dropping your shoulder. You're dropping your elbow. You're not like level playing swing any like level playing. So that kind of starts fucking swings up. Just like if you're trying to hit a high a high and inside fastball as a lefty. As a lefty, you have a looping swing. Your swing naturally kind of goes down and up. That's why lefties you don't want to pitch low to, because again they can golf the shit out of stuff. Pitching 101, right? And guys like Maddox would go in there with that complete understanding, knowing like, all right, so if I pitch it away from a righty low, he's probably going to roll over and ground out, and that's how he'd get guys to like swing at stuff that they shouldn't. Because again, it's like swing or a strike. So he's swinging at spots where you're not good at hitting, and then you're fucking rolling over on it. You're fucking getting jammed. You're fucking popping it out on one pitch. It's literally like, and there's nothing you could really do about it, because like instinctually you swing at it because you can't avoid doing it, because it's like, oh, strike, bam. Moyer was also good at it, just never got to like Greg Maddux level. Because again, Maddux understood the game at like this creepy level. Him and his brother are still trying to become effective coaches, but like they can't, I don't think they can effectively like communicate the things that they see in their head to like the players that they coach. Carson Kelly lines out, one away. Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about, taking away the matchup advantage. Exactly. Yeah. You have to kind of know how like the hitters work. Of course, you have exceptions to the rule. You have guys that, what's up, Charles? How's it going, man? You got guys like Miguel Cabrera that knew how to hit low inside pitching by stepping in a weird way and kind of like fucking driving his hand. Like again, you have exceptions, but those are literal first ballot Hall of Famers. The exceptions to the rule. Hey, Parker Meadows gets a hold of something. Perez is pitching now, by the way. I don't know how to say his first name. Perez is pitching now. I'm not going to butcher a dude's name. And he gives up a double to Meadows. So 1 out with the... Right. Let me restart. 1 out double by Parker Meadows in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1. Tigers trail. 3-1 Orioles lead. Beloved Orioles. Hell yeah, Charles. I'm glad you're enjoying the weather. Having a good day. 33 degrees here in Michigan. So, we're good too. Yeah, more than likely we won't be covered. Once again, the prospects come in is when I start losing interest in the games. And I'm also streaming again tonight, so. Yep. Yeah, some guys that can just hit, you can hit guys like Greg Maddux. Maddux struggled against very specific hitters. Good hitters, yeah, they fucking, Tony Gwynn fucked his ass up every time. Tony Gwynn was like, you can't get me out. Dude, throw me a strike, I'm going to get a base hit. I'd imagine Barry Sanders, he didn't want any, or Barry Bonds, he didn't want to throw a strike to Barry. Yeah, certain guys you just don't throw strikes to. It's just, it is what it is. Because they're going to hit a home run or just get a hit. It's just like, fuck. I think Pujols at a young age was like an absolute menace. Riley Green grounds out, gets the runner over to third, though, so that's a productive out. Runner at third, 2 away for Benny Torks. 2 down. Can the Tigers rally, get a run? I don't know, Kenny. Don't you have notes for that or like Google? I've never done a media release. Probably what, 60 seconds? 30 seconds? I have no idea. That is a foreign thing to me. What the hell would I know? I didn't study media. Probably a page, I would imagine. Formatted specifically. 6K, so that's pretty good. Atlanta ain't hitting shit. 1-1 on Torque with a runner at third. 2 away, though. Hey, it's 2-1 now. They're pitching away from the kid. Dare them to throw it low and inside, partially. See, a little bit's different, though, with some of these young hitters from the right side, because a lot of these guys go for that launch angle shit. And, like, so they can hit the shit out of the low ball. So again, like I said, it's not like 100%. These are just generalities when you're pitching. The main thing is to just know the battle. Full count now on a foul ball. See, this guy's not trying to throw strikes. He's trying to get Torkelson to chase bad pitches or just get called strikes because he knows if he throws a strike, he's probably going to give up a hit. Lefty pitch. He walked him. See, they wanted no part of Torkelson. They're like, we'll go after Valade. Or Vlad. Sorry. Sorry, I don't have a better answer for you, Kenny. I just don't know. I don't want to mislead you. Fuck your grade up. All right, let's see if Vlad can get a hit. Tie this game up or take the lead with a 3-run shot would be pretty epic. It would be like epic poggers, chonkers, Ohio. I just fucking meme so hard on all you guys. I hate that shit. Anyway, that wasn't a strike, but he got a gift. Surprised that wasn't called a strike too. 1-1. I don't even know who this guy is. This Vlad guy. Got your best? Oh yeah, Kenny. There you go. Being a lefty. Yeah, fair enough. Greg Maddux just his career resulted in a lot of winning for the, you know what I mean? Did Moyer win a title? I can't remember. The World Series is kind of what sets me apart, and the fact that Maddux was a part of probably one of the greatest pitching groups of all time, arguably probably the greatest pitching trio of all time. That elevates him a little bit ahead of someone like Moyer. And I feel like Maddux struck fear into dudes, and he only threw like 90 miles an hour. Like, people were terrified to have to hit off against fucking Greg Maddux. They're like, God damn it. Fucking Greg Maddux. Like, the same fear people had when they had to go up against Randy Johnson would be present when they had to go up against Greg Maddux for entirely different reasons. Randy, you were afraid you were going to die. Greg was just like, damn, I'm probably going to get out and look stupid. But you just, oh yeah, fair enough. I think it's also, I'm very biased with Greg Maddux because, like you said, you can model yourself after Moyer. I literally pitched like Greg Maddux. I was a control freak. I threw very low speeds, and I fucking just was dotting corners my entire pitching career. I was like, all right, how can I? Yeah, it was a big deal. Mechanics were a big thing. I was like, I'm going to be just like Greg Maddux. And then I couldn't throw above 70, and I was like, I'm not going to be at all like Greg Maddux. I at least got to get to the mid 80s. Yeah, I think Riley Green. I think so too, Keith. I think we've seen that kind of with Torkelson when he hit the 30 homers. He kind of broke out. So I think he continues that forward and gets like closer to 40 this year. But I think Riley Green, if the Tigers are good this year, it'll probably be because Riley Green's a near MVP candidate. I see a lot of things that have Riley Green listed as a dark horse MVP candidate. If he stays healthy, he can hit about 320. That's probably right. About 20 homers. He'll be in the talks, but I don't think he'll get in like the votes needed, sadly. Hey, they get Norby. Or no, Vlad strikes out. Sorry, I had misseen that. Anyway, we'll head to the top of the 6th. It'll be Norby, Westberg, and Kjerstad. Norby, Westberg, Kjerstad, top of the 6th, 3-1 Orioles. Once I have to go itch my nose. Snowing in Western New York? Hell yeah. Actually, boo. I'm tired of the snow. Had enough of it this year. One day of snow is enough, you know? Oh, this is cool. Snow. All right, that's enough snow for me. But yeah, we'll have another stream tonight. Most likely we'll probably do like a recap of like free agency in the NFL. I think it's a good thing to do, kind of get that out on the channel. Talk about all the big signings, what it could mean, yada yada. Are you in Western New York? No, I'm in Michigan. The great state. The best state in the union, probably. Better than your states. We have two parts to the state. Does your state have two parts? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get good, El Bozo, whatever else. Your state doesn't have two parts. We have a whole part called the Upper Peninsula. We won in a brutal war. Well, we lost it in a war. It's very complicated too. We lost the war and we got that as part of the war deal. We lost Toledo, but we got the whole Upper Peninsula. It was quite the deal. I think he'll hit for a high average. I kind of seeing him having a high batting average like Michael Brantley. Yeah, I think a lot of people have compared Riley Green to Michael Brantley. I've actually seen that comparison a lot. Which, if he can be Michael Brantley, I'm completely cool with that. It's kind of like how Torque draws almost direct comparison to Paul Goldschmidt. And it's like, dude, if he can be like fucking a third of Paul Goldschmidt, yeah, literally, that's a very successful pick. Yeah, you can actually see a lot of young Paul Goldschmidt in Torkelson. It's very similar careers. Very similar kind of players, too. Oh, he's just kind of an extra guy. Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh, yeah, especially if Holiday's taking his job. Norby will be probably in demand, though, right? He's not a bad player. I'd imagine some second base team will come get him. Probably a good team, too. He's going to be a fucking Dodger, and it's going to come back to burn the Orioles. It'll be the Dodgers versus the Orioles in the World Series, and the guy who hits the walk-off homer for the Dodgers is fucking Norby. And Sean and all the other Orioles fans will just be like, are you? It'll be a 2-run walk-off that, like, Jackson Holiday could have made the final out in the game on, but he, like, dropped a fucking ball. And it's like he made, like, a critical error that put a guy on, and then Norby comes up, 2 outs, 9th inning, game 7. And that fucking Norby just blasts it. And it's just like, no! No! It's like, damn it! What kind of fucking poetic irony is this horseshit game? I hate baseball. Dude, that shit would literally make me quit. I would just not be a fan of the game anymore. I'd be like, all right, that's it. This game fucking hates me. Yeah, he's playing like he knows his Sean, he's kind of playing like he knows his fucking job is on the line. 86 degrees, winds from the 8 miles an hour. Jesus, man. Hey, Charles, it's 34 degrees with light snow and like 20-mile-an-hour winds. You jealous? You want to trade? 2 down here in the top of the 6th. We're at Kerstad. 3-1 Orioles lead. As always, we watch the game until the starters leave, and then I dip because I don't watch backup baseball. It's the reason I didn't watch the game yesterday. I don't want to watch that shit. Again, I like the idea of the breakout game and like the breakout concept. Just to kind of see, but like I don't care to. I stop watching when the minor league backups come in. Oh, I think you should. You just want to hoard all the good weather for you guys. That's cool. I guess we'll just die here in this frozen tundra. It's cool. I didn't even want to live anymore anyway. It'd be Keith, hopefully a pinch hitter, and then McKinstry. So Keith, Baez, and McKinstry. So the Tigers will come in with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah. So Keith and McKinstry do up. 1 away. You guys know in Little League when the easy out came up, did you guys ever like did you guys have a code for that in your on your team? I appreciate you, Charles. There you go. And then we're both living good. Like we would just say uh we would just yell defensive. Well, what the fuck was the funny word? I think it was shorter line. Yeah, we just yelled defensive shorter line. One team, dude, I heard the most savage fucking shit I've ever heard in a dugout. I was sitting there and one of our players came up to bat. And it was this tiny kid, and they're like, no bat, move up. This kid struck out every at bat that game. It was terrible. And they were fucking standing all close as shit. I was like, damn, dude. The outfielders were basically playing infield. I was like, this is the most disrespectful alignment I've ever seen in my entire life for a kid. They played at the fence for me. I wasn't playing for shits and giggles. I either struck out or went deep. It was not going to be fun. My foul balls would go to the corner on a screaming line. Third baseman going like this out of the way. Like, I don't want anything to do with that shit. Like, oh. Oh, fuck. The kid could have went like this and caught it and gloved me out if he wasn't a bitch. Hey, Neil, how's it going, man? Top of, happy St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to assault your local Irishman. I'm just kidding. First fans know some of the players we can't keep will be great, but the ones we keep will be elite. I mean, look at the yeah, Sean. You guys have a. I don't envy the position you guys are in. Dylan Tate is in the pitch. They will, Kenny. Yes, sir. Can't wait. Hopefully, I can get that shift covered. We'll see, though. What's up, Wade? Cody Mayo is the nephew of. That's pretty cool. A little bit of a nepotistic way to get your name out there, too. Colt Keith grounds out, 1 away. How long are the starters playing today? The whole game? Yeah, just chilling, watching some baseball. Here's Baez. Yeah, probably. I would imagine so. He's having one of the better springs of anybody. I think he already said he is. I think he's projected to make the team. He was before the camp started. Excuse me, by the way. Crazy ass yawn. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. 1-1. And Bias pops out 2 away. Now up is McKinstry. Charge. Uh-oh. McKinstry got replaced by Brasino. I think the change is coming. And this is a bad sign, folks. I think we're about to see a whole bunch of random-ass people come into the game next inning. That's probably where I'll have to make my exit. I'm not watching a game full of people with Joe's U Bricanos and shit like that. We'll see if the Orioles keep their guys in, but I got a weird feeling about this. McKenna, Stowers, and Nevin due up here in the top of the 7th. We'll see who the Orioles actually send up, if they actually, usually this is about where everybody switches. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the reason they signed Keith was so they could, but also Keith is, I think Colt Keith is one of the favorites to win like Rookie of the Year this year. Isn't he? He's one of them. Like Jackson Holiday's up there. Colt Keith is going to be up there. That's about right. Those are going to be your two most likely candidates. Maybe the Rangers if Langford makes the team. Goddamn Stowers. That is if he actually hits. They may do like the pinch hit thing now. It is the seventh inning. I don't know why these guys are all still in the game. A risky strategy this late into a preseason game. To just play these kind of risky people. All right, just waiting for the game. Oh boy. The Tigers just replaced everybody. All right. Is Mize playing this year? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's back and ready to go. He's expected to be one of the starters. I'm going to start wrapping up, everybody. This is basically the end of this game for me. Tigers just replaced all the defensive players. All that's left here is some Orioles at bats, and I don't really want to watch that. This is about where I call the game for myself. I will be live later tonight, though, for some NFL talk, most likely, unless like kind of feels like there's not much to talk about. Maybe play some games. I don't know. No, most likely just some football talk and stuff for a while. Probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Again, if it's the regular season, we finish the game, but it's the preseason, and the Tigers have no starters, and normal people are gone, so. Yeah, you have a great day too. All right. Well, I'll see you guys again. Tigers are off tomorrow. Let me go look at their schedule. See when I can do them again. Most likely Tuesday. No, Tuesday I'm going to be at work because they play at 6. So probably Wednesday I'll be able to cover them again. So that'll probably work. So should be good. Should be fun. Tigers get McKenna out. So yeah, 2 more weeks, Kenny. Yep. The 18th is coming quick. Or the 28th is coming quick. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your night. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. And I'll see you guys later. I'll see you next time. Peace out and go Tigers.